for Monday, September 28th, 2020. This is the Pro and Con Show, and I am your host, Michael James Ott. Welcome to the show. As always, welcome to the show. And again, encouraging people be better citizens, to focus on the factual information, try to put away the whole the flood of all of the opinion and propaganda and everything, and just focus on the facts. And what are the facts? Who, what, where, when. And the rest of it, all the other things that fills up of the pages of the internet and the time on the time slots in cable channels and stuff like that, many of them saying that they're news in their name. They're not. Their opinion, their propaganda. They have little tiny nuggets of news. That's the who, the what, the where, and the when, and then they surround it with a big fluff ball of opinion, propaganda, prediction, on and on and on. And then especially because all of that opinion, all that propaganda, all the prediction and stuff like that is all mostly focused on keeping us in these two tribes. So it's the agents of the two political parties that basically are trying to drive this, and actually succeeding very, 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 very successful, in fact, in driving a wedge between the vast majority of people in the two tribes or two cults even. That's how badly people kind of get kind of ensconced or held in these folks or in these groups. And you've got to work your way out of that. You've got to say, look, I'm telling you, I swear to God, it's true. I swear it's true. Republicans and Democrats, the vast majority of us aren't that much apart. There's a critical issue or two that we feel fairly strongly about, which actually, if we were to talk about them on a very open and sharing basis, we would find out that we could come up with some common solutions that everyone would be satisfied with. And in the past, for example, I've done shows on abortion, and it's like a 4-part series because in 10 or 15 minute segments, and even that doesn't do it justice, of course, but to try to lay the groundwork behind the different viewpoints and the information, the actual factual information around abortion and when life does or does not start and so on with humans. And then, all of the entanglements of our society that cause women to want to have abortions. So if we could get to a place where we would share that and talk about it in a uninflamed, calm way, and just step by step establish this baseline and this rapport and this understanding, and then say, okay, nobody wants a lot of abortions. That's true. Across the country, around the world, nobody wants a bunch of them. So how would we go about making that a reality without all of the tribalism and hate and fear-mongering and stuff that goes on now? And I'm absolutely convinced that there are solutions. And again, in past shows, and probably one more time before I stop doing these shows, I'll probably hit that subject one more time. But anyway, so today's show, again, talking about trying to be better citizens, is, and I've said it, and I don't think I've said it very well, because I've always struggled with how you express this thing where people should try to walk in each other's shoes. And a few days ago, I talked about To Kill a Mockingbird, and And that was an emphasis in that there was 3 or 4 occasions in the storyline where Atticus, kind of the wise father figure, talked about this concept of getting in other people's shoes and walking around for a while to try to understand their perspective. And it just occurred to me, I had a light bulb moment a day or two ago, that the word is empathy. The word is empathy. And so I looked up
empathy.
Okay, so there's the computer pronunciation of empathy.
Empathy.
Okay. And so there's a definition here, a short definition, says the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. And then a longer definition is empathy is used to describe a wide range of experiences. Emotion researchers generally define empathy as the ability to sense other people's emotions coupled with the ability to imagine what someone else might be thinking or feeling. Empathy. What we need in this country is people taking the time. Again, I've said, focus, time, thinking about each other, and the word is empathy. Okay? Imagining what someone else might be thinking or feeling. And one of the great ways to imagine it is to actually talk to them and listen to their stories. And as they're talking about, because we are a social animal, human species, and when people are telling us their stories, and that's why books and movies are so popular, is because the context of the story allows us to feel and think like someone else does. It takes us to a different place. And just like reading this book, it took me to a different place. It helped me by the structure of the story, and reading the story, it helped me understand, to walk in the shoes of other people, to imagine what someone else is thinking and feeling. And this is, empathy. This one word it occurs to me, this one word is a significant word for us. Democrat versus Republican, liberal versus conservative, all of the, family members, siblings, parents, and children. The word is empathy. Empathy. And empathy takes some effort and it takes some time. But that one word, empathy, once you or I or any one of us starts understanding and appreciating how other people feel or think, then we become enlightened on that part of it, and when we share that with them, there's this mutual enlightenment, and then comes understanding and appropriate compromise, appropriate reaching of a direction going forward. Empathy. All of us should be working hard on empathy. For the Pro and Con Show, my name is Michael James Ott, and until the next show, bye for now.